10 years ago, we learned that the average orphan in the average orphanage did not possess the skills or experience to form good relationships or to raise a family of their own. They didn't know how to be mothers or fathers because they never had any others to model. Something basic, something we take for granted, family, the focus of humanity. Now, even if you were raised by only one parent, you had aunts that read you stories, you never slept alone in a dormitory, uncles that camped with you outdoors, parents of friends, coaches and mentors, while orphans are raised by staff on behalf of sponsors. For Francine and I, the problem seemed far away, and although we were ready to retire into the land of Chardonnay, we decided with the help of others, we could resolve it, per se. So we moved under the African sky to be with those who are hurting, where parents not working, too poor to care for themselves, misused, abused, and abandoned their babies, where children as young as 5 years slept consumed with fears and tears, moved into the streets without shoes to wear, and praying for food out of thin air. We asked you to help, and you responded. We promised these kids the most basic of human rights, protection instead of rejection, health care instead of nightmares, a family life instead of calamity and strife. And a family life we did, closed the orphanage entirely and found these kids real homes, finally homes with vitality, parents to guide and watch over them. We promised to you, the givers, to not just raise our kids well, but to plan for their future. We promised to leave a legacy, not just for us, but for you and for them. And you did incredible things to raise money. You held fundraisers, you sent shoes, gave glasses, your kids sold cookies, you became Canadian parents. You sent crate after crate of medical supplies, you bought equipment and repaired wells. And while over there, you sang with the kids at bedtime, you hugged the kids, read nursery rhymes, you gave them hope and showed them love, some for the first time. And you sent your money to Africa and we started working. Local Kenyan families took in our kids, opened their doors. We started our first clinic with a leaking roof and a mud floor. We performed surgeries and saw miracles. Kids went to school full-time and for the first time learned their alphabets. Kids stopped drinking dirty water, ate regular meals, slept under a mosquito net. Mom had their baby's medical needs met. We placed our first 30 kids into homes. We're not actively looking for more kids like a Sherlock Holmes, but it didn't stop. Another 24 have caught our hearts. Even the week before we left Kenya, we rescued another 2 from the life of cruel. A 6-year-old deaf and mute girl and a 9-year-old boy, both en route to never attending school. Your selflessness has and will change everything in the lives of these and other kids. You helped us take the children we would meet, begging on the streets with nothing but garbage to eat, and we give them love, education, schooling, and a future. You took a simple start and did more than we ever thought possible, and it's not nominal. Check it out. Logistically, statistically, you saved 50 kids who are no longer mistreated, over 9,000 patients treated, and brought clean water to thousands who need it. 2 remarkable Kenyan men also account for our success. Men who are already out in the street taking in kids from the mess. They partnered with us to teach us the culture, help love and lead the kids, helped organize and structure. So what's next? This year we have expanded our focus from providing free medical care to building our own clinic, where we'll also teach our patients how to prevent sickness and disease. We'll start with the basic ABCs. Cover your mouth when you sneeze, and please don't touch your feces. Although our oldest is now a nurse with a license to prescribe and disperse, he would like to become an MD, return with his degree, and lead our clinic to be fully operated by kids of our family, with a goal to ultimately become mom and dad free. Supported globally, we work mostly locally, but also privileged to visit remote, isolated villages where no doctors go. And here are some images of us treating and competing with our recurve bows. But presently, we're not able to provide all the help we would like to. We only have a 3-room clinic with no running water or clean washrooms, and the stairs are not easily accessible. But this month, we met with a team that builds clinics in third world countries. We found ideal land close to the slums to accommodate more families. Our new facilities will also house visiting medical teams, accommodate a lab, classrooms, and a donated X-ray machine. And what will this cost? $100,000 will buy us 2 acres close to the slums, prime land. $220,000 will build us a 3,000-foot clinic and provide the rest of the finish for the compound. Reoccurring costs, for $120 a month, you can sponsor a child. $2,500 a year to put a child through university. And for $1,000, we can do a medical outreach into the bush. And for $1,300, we can repair 2 wells, which will give back water to thousands of people. Today, this very month, we celebrate 10 years of serving in the Rift Valley, more concisely, Kitale. Tonight, we ask you to join to leave a legacy that will continue to build and change lives. And as you can see, there are so many good reasons to give, and you can watch your legacy grow through online channels, through us as we return every year to report, visiting teams to Kitale. Your legacy will become the legacy of our children. After 10 years, more than ever, we're determined to create and strengthen a system that will mandate, in fact dictate, a legacy which will eliminate the idea of any child being left in the street to dissipate.